Do you ever feel like your brain is running at 100 miles an hour? Like you're physically exhausted just from trying to map out every single way tomorrow could unfold? You aggressively forecast interactions and scenarios that haven't even happened yet. Meanwhile, whatever is right in front of you completely fades into the background. The standard clinical response, and often the advice we hear from friends or therapists, tends to write this off as a generic anxiety disorder. Treating this behavior as a simple glitch in your nervous system leaves you feeling defective, as though your mind is broken and misfiring. Dismissing an overactive mind as a biological error misses the mechanics of what is actually happening. It ignores the highly specific, desperate purpose driving all that mental noise. Curious, leaning in, the reality is that your brain is executing exactly what evolution designed it to do. It is simply applying ancient survival software to modern life. We rarely face immediate physical predators anymore. Instead, we are surrounded by abstract threats, sudden career shifts, vague text messages, and complex financial worries. Overthinking acts as a covert strategy. It is your mind actively trying to manufacture control where none currently exists. That exhausting inner monologue serves a very distinct function. It operates as a hyper-vigilant effort to engineer safety in a wildly unpredictable world. As a species, human beings possess a deep, evolutionary hatred of uncertainty. We are biologically wired to loathe the unknown. When you encounter an unpredictable situation, your brain triggers a baseline survival protocol. The immediate mandate is to secure safety at all costs. You obviously cannot dictate the outside environment. So when your capacity for physical action drops to zero, your brain leans heavily into the mental world to compensate. It takes messy, ambiguous life events, like a manager's vague feedback, and tries to convert them into a solvable mathematical equation. When we lack the power to enforce our will on reality, we simulate reality perfectly in our heads to eliminate surprise entirely. To pull this off, the brain deploys specific tactics. The first is micromanaging the narrative. You fixate on a tiny, insignificant detail, a slight pause in a conversation, and blow it up into a massive question to expose any potential blind spots. The second tactic is mental time travel. You endlessly replay a past event, searching for the exact moment things went wrong, attempting to retroactively control an outcome that has already concluded. Psychologists term this exhaustive looping behavior rumination. The mind relentlessly chews on a single problem, running it through every conceivable angle, desperately seeking an exit. This exhausting effort serves one purpose: to eventually extract guaranteed certainty from the chaos. Rumination operates as a preemptive defense mechanism. It functions as an internal, hyper-vigilant investigation designed to ensure you are never caught off guard again. Here is the paradox of the overactive mind. The harder your brain works to predict the future, the more paralyzed you become in the present. The internal simulation engine starts generating too many possibilities. It uncovers endless edge cases and what-ifs, overwhelming your capacity to process the data. The immediate result of this system overload is severe decision paralysis. Because you can see every potential flaw in every potential choice, you lose the ability to trust your own judgment. While you remain trapped inside your head searching for the perfect path forward, opportunities pass you by. You surrender actual physical control of your daily life. The tragedy lies right there in the mechanics. The relentless mental pursuit of absolute certainty results in absolute stagnation. Those exhausting mental loops operate as a misplaced request for safety. Your brain is pulling agonizing overtime hours, specifically to protect you from harm. Recognizing your overthinking as a dedicated defense mechanism allows you to step back. You can finally stop fighting and judging your own cognitive process. The truth you have to accept is that you simply cannot think your way to absolute certainty. True control comes from a completely different source. It relies entirely on trusting your own resilience to handle whatever outcome actually arrives.